why don't I just use weight? Like I keep telling her, you need to exercise and stuff, but why don't I just use the weight loss medications and lose weight like that instead of doing exercise and going through all the trouble? So is
Right.
there any other benefit of exercise besides the weight loss that commonly people use it for?
So exercise has a lot of benefits, a lot of benefits. And for most people, they think of exercise as just a means of weight loss.
Yeah.
For me, the weight loss is actually not a primary reason I advocate physical
Mm.
activity. Because if you look at it, actually physical activity may end up making you gain weight, right?
Mm.
Why would it do that? Because when you do physical activity, your appetite improves, you get hungry, you tend to eat more, and actually sometimes you overdo it because of the physical activity. Subconsciously you're thinking that you have put an effort, now the reward is there. Yeah, just
Very
like you
true.
mentioned biryani or
Mm.
donut, that you do a physical activity, you feel like you now deserve to reward yourself
Yeah.
with a high carbohydrate diet, thinking that you may have lost a lot of calories, but you'll be surprised physical activity actually does not lead to as much of a
Mm.
caloric count as you can pick up by eating
Yeah.
non-healthy kind of a diet. In addition to that, there's muscle gain as well that also leads to weight gain. But physical activity alone can improve, like I said, cardiovascular health, better control of blood pressure. It improves insulin resistance, better diabetes control. It avoids a lot of metabolic syndrome. And then on top of it, as we mentioned, there's release of adrenaline, there is a release of endorphins.
Mm.
They overall make you feel better, release mental health improves, the decrease in the stress levels, decrease in the anxiety levels. So you have to look at a physical activity encompassing a lot of benefits. And once you realize that I think it would be easier to take up a physical activity if you realize how many angles does it work to improve your health.
Definitely. And if someone above the age of 40 wants to start exercising for the first time and eventually get into endurance exercises,
Mm.
what type of physical tests or physical examinations do you recommend they do before they jump into the deep end?
Absolutely. So if somebody is starting from scratch, never had, and they're
Mm.
40 and above, you have to be a little careful because that is the age you can have silent heart disease
Mm.
or silent kidney disease. And before starting it, and if you have never had a proper health check, I would recommend to have a proper health check. You before starting that, see your primary care doctor, have a complete history taking, baseline EKG,